true. Probably if you put me as a montuno or a cha-cha or a montuno cha or a cha, probably will be very, very hard for me to distinguish because I don't have the appropriate education in that. The problem with the different type of rhythms is that everything now is called salsa. You hear cha-cha-cha or salsa. You hear some montuno cha-cha. The same thing with a mambo and everything. And it's something that is good and bad because it's good because salsa became more commercial to everybody. White people, black people, European people, but we lost a big part of our heritage and of our culture, not knowing the difference. Because for me as an instructor, sometimes it's sad that I cannot tell my students, oh, this is a montuno cha because of this, of that, or this is a montuno because in the music you feel this, or there's these instruments. And I think it's sad because it would be awesome to have somebody to teach us. Unfortunately, there's not many people doing this in the Congress. I think probably with so many festivals, if promoters get more into this, we can have some lessons.
Because the difference with a lot of instructors nowadays is just that some people are just teaching dance and others are actually trying to educate. Now the ones who are trying to educate in dance are very few to the amount of instructors who are just teaching dance.
Earl, as a dancer, do you feel that you have knowledge and do you know the rhythms of Latin music as dancers of the Palladium era did?
I'm gonna be pretty straight with you, Josue. For what I know, I consider myself to be an instructor. I have no clue. I have none whatsoever the Latin rhythms of what they were doing back then. I don't know. I don't know the difference between a wajira, a 1-1 call, a song, I've just heard it. I don't have a clue, unfortunately. And unfortunately, most of these teachers out here now are teaching, they don't have a clue either. So unfortunately, their students don't have a clue. So everybody's walking around, dancing, teaching, who don't have a clue.
If you heard a mambo, if you heard a son montuno or a danzón or a guaguancó, would you know these rhythms? And if you don't, do you think there's any importance in knowing what they are?
Guaguancó and what's the other one?
Danzón, guajira.
Danzón, never in my life. Never. First time I hear danzón.
Son montuno?
Yes, son montuno. No, never. A lot of times I assume it's a particular style.
And when you say style, do you mean rhythm?
Rhythm, yes. Of the difference of the rhythm. I'm proud to say that I'm a student.
Dancers are going with whatever knowledge they're fed with right now and what they know. A lot of them are not being schooled in music, they're being schooled in dance. At the same token, you would think that they will be schooled in how this dance evolved and how it came from that era to this, but it's just not really the foundation nowadays for dancers. So, to their defense, everyone's just reacting to the cause and effect.
People scratch the surface and then they go and they start teaching. And you have this, what I call a flushing of an art form, where the person teaching knows a certain amount and they teach the student that comes in a fraction of that. And then that student runs away and starts to teach and teaches a fraction of that. And you get this flush of the art form down the toilet, and this very distinct separation between what could be and what was in terms of people acknowledging music and history and culture.
Do you feel that it is important for dancers to know what a mambo and a son montuno and a guaguancó is and sounds like, and do you think it will help them in their dancing?
The answer is a resounding yes. Definitely, it's very, very important for dancers to educate themselves with the different rhythms, as you say, montuno, clave, guaguancó, the mambo. And I think that learning about the history of salsa as well, and the evolution from the African rhythms and the migration through Spain, and then into the Americas where Latin jazz came into it. I think that just learning about the history and all those rhythms that provided the foundation for what salsa is today. I think it's crucial for dancers to learn about that.